Welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors. My name is Chris. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, bringing it to you here from a gloomy, cloudy Westlake Village, California, where we are happy to get a little cool weather. Now, this is where we're going to go ahead and look at Bitcoin's price action, traditional markets. We're going to take a look at gold and silver and the dollar, and we're going to even cover a few of our favorite altcoins. But the main focus here is going to be on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And let's go ahead and jump into some of our charts here. First thing I want to take a look at is Bitcoin dominance. Now, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. You'll get these updates because there are some major things going on in this market, and you want to be up to speed as soon as these videos come out. Now, Bitcoin dominance, as we did say, is continuing to the downside, and it looks like we're at 42. We ticked all the way down to about 41 and change, and that's going to give me the overall bias that altcoins continue to party as Bitcoin dominance does go down. And we got the fear and greed index here, stuck out of 71, was at 73 a couple days ago, so people are a little slightly less greedy. We have open interest, which did tick up to about 6.25 billion, continuing to chug its way onwards and upwards, which would suggest as open interest goes up, and price action goes up, that we're going to continue to see price action go in the same direction as open interest goes up. Now, let's look at the price action charts themselves. And the first thing I want to do is bring us to Ethereum, which is breaking out. And let's take a look at the 4-hour, because we did say on Monday, if we did get a 4-hour closure above 3,300, we'd be looking for a quick move up to 3,600. We did hit that target. And we're exploding through it at the moment. And what I would like to do is take a look at our next target, which if we take our Fibonacci retracement tool, and I'm just going to get off some of these moving averages so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see here. But the way we would do this is looking at the last 4-hour range. We'll take a Fibonacci retracement. So, and this would be a bullish retracement here, and wick to wick. What is that going to do for us? Let's take a look here. So we did hit that first target coming in right here at 3,600. Now, where's the next target? It is, and that was the 618, right? We hit that at 3,650, smashed through it. Next target here is at 4,093 bucks. Target above that, 4,500. And I would look at, at the 618, the 2618, probably going to run into some selling pressure right there. And so I'd keep a close eye on that. Now, to the downside, if, and I would say, as long as we are closing dailies above 3,300, I'm going to look at this as, more of continuation. I'd say 3,300 to 3,200. If we do come back down and test that region, I look at it as a major buying opportunity. Again, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you what I'm looking at so you can, make some decisions for yourself. You're happy to do whatever you want to do. And what else? So to the downside, if we do start closing back below, call it, 3,200, I'm going to be looking for a target move back down to about 2,800. Other than that, Ethereum leading this market. What else did I want to point out here, and I did mention on Monday, is that if we did close above the topside Trollinger band on the monthly, which we did, which is this guy right here. So we said any kind of a closure above the topside Trollinger band, we'd be looking for some new all-time highs coming into September. And the whole meme that, market goes down in September, well, I think that shot itself in the foot. And in fact, if you go back and back test that, the month of September, about 50% of the time we've had a down month, 50% of the time we've had an up month. So I wouldn't buy into that whole hocus pocus, it's just September, so it's going to be a bad month. That's why we use technical analysis. Now, closing above the topside shoulder band, again, giving us that bias that we are going to see some continuation. What I will point out also that I think is adding to this price action is Ethereum's EIP 155, the deflationary mechanism. It's burned 500 million Ethereum. So 500 million Ethereum are gone. And you get, supply going down, increase in demand. And where's the increase in demand coming from? Well, we have quite a bit of demand in that NFT space, right? NFTs, non-fungible tokens. I'd highly recommend everybody take a look at CryptoPunks and the Bored Ape Yacht Club to kind of start learning about what NFTs are. You can just Google it and look at the website. It's kind of like collecting baseball cards or like, rare coins. These are fixed supply assets backed by crypto. And I think everybody should be keeping an eye on that. OpenSea, the largest marketplace for NFTs, just reached $1 billion worth of sales, which is more than Etsy. So definitely want to keep an eye on that. And I think that's part of the reason why Ethereum's getting so much love right now. And that'll bring me to my next, the darling of this market, which is going to be Solana, which has, and we did say on Monday, if we closed the monthly anywhere above 80, we'd be looking for new all-time highs this month. And so, there's a lot of these analysts out there that, they're just analysts. They're not traders. And what I want to do real quick is just show you what I'm going to do with Solana and put my money where my mouth is. In fact, let's see if I can bring this up here. So I'm just going to, briefly show a couple of positions here. One, I did put my money with my mouth on this Ethereum purchase, which, what did we purchase? Ethereum here at 34.25. I took a long position, 10 there. Where else? We got 40 here at 33,900, 20 right there. That position is playing out nicely. Put about 200 grand in there, and today we're at about 240,000. What else? Oh yeah, so I just converted some USD C coin into USD so that I could take a little trade on Solana. And let's go ahead and take a look at what that would look like if we go ahead and pull up our Sol. Bear with me just a second here while I pull it up here. Sol. And when we get these assets that are trending, I think it's worth taking a shot here. And there's some pretty easy ways to manage risk. Again, this isn't financial advice. This is just something I'm doing personally for my own account. And I will take a long position here at, and I like to do limit orders, and let's go with, we got 100 grand to spend. Let's start out with 75,000, and our limit price, let's call it 115. No, we're not doing 75,000. Let's go with 7,500. No. Limit price, 115. And how many souls do we want? We want to go ahead and grab 75. 750. Let's call it, let's do 650. So that's 74,000. And I'm going to go ahead and place a limit order here, and there we go. Boom. That is in. and we'll see if that gets filled. And then where would I be managing my risk personally? And everybody's got a different trading strategy, but what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pull up our chart on the 4-hour. And I would say if we get any kind of a tick below 102 bucks, then we're going to see some, downside targets, probably down to about 100 bucks. If we put on our moving averages, that's the volume profile, which you can see if we do get a closure above 119 on the 4-hour, probably going to get a straight shot back up to the all-time high. But let's forget about the volume profile for just a second. Look on those moving averages. So yeah, any kind of a closure, below a 4-hour closure below 108 bucks. So personally, I'll put risk management in at about $103, $104. I'll put a stop limit order in there, or just a limit sell order in right there. And other than that, what else did I want to bring up to you guys today? I think Cardano. And these are our number, layer 1 tokens are taking off right now. Layer 1, all that means is that it's a platform you can build smart contracts on. And Solana is, I think, the number 1 platform they're using for NFTs right now, and that's why we're exploding. But what I want to do is go ahead and take a look at our Cardanos. That's Aave. Here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and take this off and see what we got here on Cardano. And what we do have is a nice ascending triangle coming at the highs here. And I would draw this out like this, right? So we got this guy right here. And we'll take this and we'll go like this. We need to move this over a little bit more. And a little bit more. It's going to look something like that, okay? And so how do we measure move an ascending triangle here? It's pretty simple. You take about 50%, right, and about 50% of that triangle, and you measure the breadth right there of that triangle. And any kind of a 4-hour closure above there is going to give us a breakout move up to about $3.20 on Cardano. And so what do we do here to confirm that level? Let's do a little fib retracement. And yep, that's coming in right there about 320 on the 618 Fibonacci retracement. So that's the measure move. And then again, to the downside, what we'd be looking at here is any kind of a closure below 270. I'm going to look for a quick move back down to $2.50. However, you can always get the measure move. On the downside here would be, if we do break 4-hour, or I'd say a daily below, let's be more conservative. Let's say a daily below 250, that'll give us a move back down about $2.15. So risk management coming in here at about $2.72. So, hey, another easy way to go ahead and take a long position in my book and, look for, where would I put the risk management in? And could we consolidate and move sideways here? And usually, ascending triangles typically break at the 75% full range. So we're not quite there yet, but with the way Solana is moving and the way Ethereum is moving right now, I'd say there is a good chance that this thing follows through. So what do we do here? Let's go ahead and take a stab at some Cardano. And I think Cardano's worth taking a shot right now. And you know, again, I want to put 100 grand in there, but I'm going to start with 75. So what would that look like if we want to put a limit order in, at, let's see here, let's see, boom, pull our chart back up. So 4 hour, and let's look at our momentum oscillators right here. If we're getting any bullish or bearish divergence, and what is that? You know, bullish divergence and bearish divergence. We look at the RSI, that is the relative strength index here below. If RSI is making lower highs as price action is making higher highs, that is bearish divergence. If price action is making higher highs and RSI is making lower highs. Now, what is hidden bullish divergence would be this. Which I don't think we have any at the moment on the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the daily time frame here. So hidden bullish divergence is when price action is making higher lows, but RSI is making lower lows. And you want to see 3 to 4 drives, typically of hidden bullish divergence or bearish divergence, whichever one. That's going to give us a drive to the next target to the upside. And what do we have here? So price is making higher lows, 1, 2, 3. And we just confirmed that with the tick above that last prior daily high, which is going to give me the bias again that Cardano probably starts to break out here. And what happens here? So we're getting higher lows on price action. We're getting lower lows on RSI, and that's called hidden bullish divergence, as we have Stokes crossing up in the critical zone, right, which is another very bullish indicator. And so again, that does give me the proclivity that you know, we're probably going to break out from this level. Again, buying at the top side of the range, not always my favorite thing to do, but with the market so bullish right now, I think it's worth taking a shot, as we do have, you know, we have the RSI regaining the exponential. We got 4 hour Stokes crossing up. And we've got our volatility indicator at a 0 read. And when this starts to expand, it's going to expand in the direction of the trend. So if volatility is expanding and price action, you know, volatility is going up and price action is going up, typically price will go in the direction of the trend. And again, this indicator is direction neutral. So that means if volatility is expanding and price action is going down, well, we're probably going to get continuation to the downside. So, you know, why am I sharing this all with you? If anybody's been trading cryptocurrency for any length of time, at some point or another, you got wrecked. And if I can go ahead and share my experience to help others have a better experience, I think that just makes the world a little bit of a better place. So I hope this is helpful. Again, if you do like the content, you want to follow along on these trades, I'll be updating you over the next few days. Just hit that like and subscribe. Post a comment in the bottom. I think we're going to give away some free Bitcoin in the next couple of days when we launch our iPhone app. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a blessed day. Take care.